ट्रांसफर वाला पीछे आ।
recording sound.
बैग में भाई बैठ के ना भाई, बैठ के लो थोड़ा।
You get a coffee each. You get a coffee each. Have a nice. You can pay me later. I'll pay you later.
Yes, please.
It couldn't be your wife had said it.
It would.
विनोद तुम बोलो
क्या आया जो टेबल में क्या क्या तो एक था ना मेरा 25 क्वेश्चन है
घूम रख के क्वेश्चन आंसर कर, क्वेश्चन आंसर घूम निकलना घूम निकल हम लेके
underlined by his colleagues before this. But I found that revised as much of the book before.
अरे माइक को बोलने जाना था।
So there were no very hot parts, but testing, testing. Good God, that's really loud. So the book was a good read. I read it actually last night, and I was up till about 2:30 in the morning, racing through it because it was quite an interesting character. We met these characters all the time in our lives, you know, and it depends on who you identify with. It's a gang of 4 who actually form the nucleus of the book. There's one very hot chick, there's one very nerdy sort of character, and there's one Dada, and there's another guy who's a bit of a drunk. So it's their life story and how each one of them makes it, but especially Dada, because it's his story and it's narrated from his point of view. But it's written by the studious guy who always excelled in his studies, and I think that's him. Out of all the characters that now that I see him, I should think that, you know, the guy who's the author of the book will be big, hairy, ugly hunk. You know? which the book is all about. But then I realized that he is Vivek in the book. So if you guys read the book, remember the character of Vivek, that's him. And he went through IIM Ahmedabad, so he knows the works. He went through the corporate lot and then finally arrived at doing what he enjoys most, which is writing slightly pornographic books. So I'll now give it to Huma, who I'm sure you all are dying to listen to her sexy voice, which you heard on screen.
Well, what can I say is, as you all know, it's a wonderful, sweet book. It's about the journey of a friend, fighter, believer. You know, I've grown up in Delhi, and I always had certain dreams that I believed in, no matter, and I was sort of the rebel, the dark sheep. Well, thank God I didn't listen to other people. Thank God I didn't believe what other people would have liked me to believe. I stuck it out, I fought, I did my own thing. So yeah, I guess a part of me does, sort of want to stand up for all the believers and the fighters and the rebels that are out there. So this book is for them. And thank you so much for writing this, because I think there is a Dada in all of us. You know, so yeah, hidden or prominent, I guess.
She has the stature size and she has the mentality, and to have a Delhi girl make it into Hollywood with such a fantastic opening where everybody just sat back and said, shit, where did this chick come from?
Delhi.
No, what an opening. I mean, that you can't get a debut better than that.
When I started out, everyone told me, I should be doing like a more mainstream film. I should be, waiting it out. This is probably not what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, you should do something like more mainstream. Or back home, my friends would tell me, why do you want to become an actress? You can get married here, have a great life, go study abroad, do an MBA, the usual thing that you're supposed to do. But yeah, thank God I didn't listen to them.
So there's my debut, right? I should change the book's name from Dada to Huma. Next one.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am Manish Gupta. I think I am the only one who needs an introduction over here on the dais. So let me introduce you to me. I am Manish, Managing Director of Indra Publishing House. First of all, I would like to thank you all, especially Prahladji and Humaji, for sparing time to grace this occasion. And being a publisher, I have published more than 300 books, especially on management, spirituality, self-development, fiction. And when Vibhor's script came to me, I went through it. And I was astonished. How did Vibhor come to know so many things about me? He has written a book on me. Frankly speaking, this book has not many things which I had done in my life. And lot many things, yeah, exactly. And lot many things which I wanted to do but somehow missed. So after going through that script, I decided to publish it. But before informing Vibhor, I gave it to 3 of my editors to evaluate the script. And do you know what grade I got for this script? One editor gave me 9.5 out of 10. Other one gave me 9.75. And third one also gave me 9.75 out of 10. And this is the highest grade I have ever got for any of my books out of those 300 books. And to mention, those 300 books are not only of Indian authors. Many of them are from USA, UK, Ireland, and Vibhor has got the highest grade. So I congratulate Vibhor for writing such a wonderful book. And then we had several rounds of discussions with Vibhor, how we will finalize the script, how we will promote it, how we will market it. And we came to the conclusion that we have to achieve a minimum of 1 lakh copies of sale target by the end of March 2014. And
Since you're not giving me a free coffee,
I require all of your blessings and best wishes to achieve this target. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Any question answers from
I
I'm Murli Sharma from Global Times. Was there any other option? Dada jo aapne naam de diya hai. Was there any other option? Straight away you went in for this title, Dada.
We straight away went in for this title. In fact, I approached 6 publishers for publishing this. I got 4 accepts, I'll be honest. One conditional accept if you change the name. And that was a big publisher. I said, I am not changing the name come what may. Whether you publish it or not is not. I am not changing the name. The name was just so close to us that we said, we're not changing the name. Dada.
It's a very Bengali connection. Yeah. So the guy comes up Calcutta.
And it's a word which signifies so many things, right? Dada is big brother. Dada is the mall you see in Bombay. And Dada is your dad, your grandfather. Dada is so many things all in one, isn't it? I mean, so we wanted, obviously, we wanted the first 2 connects. Then we were referring to the big brother and the slightly ruffian character. And that's why we said that we're going to stick to the name Dada.
Vibhor, first of all, congratulations for Dada. My question is to Huma. As we are talking here about friendships and a lot of rebels, have you been a rebel at any point of time in your life, in any situation that you're like, no, you have just put your foot down, ever? All the time, exactly, all the time. I've always, like I said sometime back, I've always been a rebel. I've always been someone who's, tried to do things that are not, tried and tested paths all my life. If the way sort of life had it planned for me, I should have been in Delhi. I come from a very conservative Muslim family. I shouldn't have been an actress. I shouldn't even have those aspirations, those dreams. But thank God for planting that little seed of rebellion in our heads, in our hearts. Because I guess there is. I just believe that if, as a human being, if we're born, then there's something we need to do. I don't know what that thing is, but all of us have to find our own calling. Maybe my calling was this, which is why I'm here, which is why I'm doing the work that I'm doing. And I've always believed in taking that plunge, in taking that risk, in doing something that that's not been done before. So yeah, I've always been a rebel, and all my friends will testify to that.
Huma Prabhat from Bollywood and Glamour.
And my parents, yes. Let's not give them the mic over here.
Huma Prabhat from Bollywood and Glamour. My question is that in the Bollywood circuit, whom do you consider most read and most intellectual person as of now? Well read.
Let me give you a politically correct answer. I think all of them are extremely well read and very intellectual.
They read comics. That's the level of concentration. To read a book and all becomes a little problem.
My question is to Vibhor. We know him as the management trainee or management executive, as well as an industrialist. What inspires you to become an author?
Chemical, it's always been sort of a dream to do something creative. I think this particular concept came to me. Close to it. Okay. When this concept came to me, this was, I think, I was at a particular dinner table and there was someone sitting and someone was introducing me. This is Vibhor Tikiya. He's an MBA, he's an ME, he's published papers, he has patents, blah 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 blah. And suddenly the person opposite the table said, so what? And I kind of silenced the other guy down. And he said, I'll tell you what, rebels also make it big in life. That one line kind of stuck here. And the next day I conceived the first chapter of Dada. So from then on, it's just been non-stop. By the way, I started my second book. And all of you are small heroes in it. Because that's about union tips and stuff. Union struggles and stuff. So when we come to that.
This book also represents anybody from the family?
This one doesn't, the next one does. So this one has references to people in college, has references to people who have been my friends, who have seen. But more or less, I've still given them a fictional character and made a story behind them. So while there might be sketches of their personality, it's definitely not mirroring anyone in the family.
Does this rebellion represents you also?
No, actually, I have never been that much of a rebel. In fact, Dada is not my story But it is my strength in some ways. Yeah, he's like he said, I am Vivek.
Not sadly, Vivek will get the girl.
You cannot say you are rebellion. You have to ask your daddy for it.
My father kind of has to come and do I am. But rather than taking the judgment, I think Prahlad got bang on. To a degree.
Hi Vibhor, Sonu from IndiaTelevision.com. Many congratulations on the book. I've heard that you're doing law as well. So
that is the only degree where I've been a Dada. If you guys will not publish it, I have not attended that course. It's a full-time course where someone is doing proxies for the first time in my life. I have 0% attendance for the first time in my life. Finally, I'm a Dada.
which college are you in?
That's which way. You don't publish this. I've got 2 more exams.
I've got a professor friend in Mitika.
Also, he's becoming a lawyer in case all the court cases that people swing at themselves. Why have you put me in your book without my permission? Because everybody's going to see themselves in the book. I'm going to read out a small thing which actually summarizes the book. It's Dada's house has caught fire. Everything is gone. His father had built the house. He lost him very early in his life. And his mother lives for the house. And in it, all the memories of his father. And when his mother is lying distraught and said, there's nothing left. There's nothing left of memories. There's nothing left of your father because the house has gone down. So this is what he says. Dreams do not catch fire. Places do. Dreams only make way for other dreams. The fire has to burn in the heart. That's the book.
Huma, a question for you. You know, every rebel finds a supporter in their life. You know, someone who supports him or her throughout the journey. So, did you have that special person, maybe in Delhi or Mumbai, who supported you throughout the entire journey?
Actually, not one. I have lots of special people in my life. People I like to thank because I don't think I'd be here where I am if it not for those people. Foremost, my family. Because no matter how much I fought with them and troubled them and was a problem child, they never stopped loving me. They never stopped taking care of me. My brother, Saqib, he even today is my best friend. I don't think I can imagine a life without him being there. Lots of people professionally who've been there. This person in Delhi called Mr. N.K. Sharma, who I started theatre with, he's been someone very, very special. My first director, Anurag Kashyap, he's someone very special who I look up to. And yes, so many people, friends who've just always been there, and I don't think I can ever thank them enough because they believed in you when no one else believed in you. They believed in you when even you were not sure of where you were sort of headed in life, and those are the people you should always think back and thank. So.
Thank you.
Vinod.
चलो मीडिया वाइट
तुम लोग पीछे जा इधर से आगे
चल
हाँ एक सेकंड मैम here मैम here मैम here अरे मैम here ये दिल हमारे जिंदा है ये यारी है प्यारी आसमां
हो गया बाइट चलो बाइट स्टीफन विनोद हो गया कितना लेगा अरे आगे मत जाओ यार एक के बाद should we do it together? Don't push हिंदी वाली है she knows how to push okay बटी वाले में दिखा चलो giving values to other politicians.
Great.
जी कहा जाता है कि किताबें सभी के सबसे दोस्त होते हैं, करीबी होते हैं, तो कोई ऐसी किताब है जिसे पढ़कर आपको इंस्पिरेशन मिले या फिर कुछ याद?
मुझे किताबें पढ़ना बहुत पसंद है. इनफैक्ट मैं गीक थी जब मैं कॉलेज में थी या स्कूल में थी और मैं एक्ट्रेस गलती से बन गई. तो अब मैं थोड़े अच्छे कपड़े पहन के थोड़ा ऐसे फैशनेबल बन गई. बट पहले मैं बिल्कुल अपने डैड के शर्ट्स पहनती थी और मुझे किताबों का बहुत शौक है. दिल्ली में अभी मेरे पास कपड़ों से ज़्यादा किताबें हैं. सो लॉट्स ऑफ बुक्स इंस्पायर मी. आई थिंक ऑटोबायोग्राफीज बायोग्राफीज really inspire me. किसी की भी हो, whether it's an athlete or an actor or industrialist or anybody, I think somehow अगर आप कोई भी autobiography पढ़े तो आपको नजर आएगा कि somewhere all the stories are the same. They're all human beings. They all, no matter where they come from, which background, ethnicity, vocation they are part of, they somehow seem to have the same problems and demons that they have to fight with. So I find an autobiography or a biography really inspirational and inspiring.
दादा के बारे में क्या कहना चाहोगे?
दादा के बारे में ये कहना चाहूँगी, I'd like to wish the writer of this book all the best. I think it's a wonderful book and it's a very inspiring book. It reaches out and talks about all the rebels that are there. But at the end of the day, it tells you to believe in yourself, to believe in your dreams and to look within. So yeah.
मुझे आपको अगर किसी टॉपिक पे लिखना हो तो दिमाग में कि मुझे इस टॉपिक को
मुझे किसी टॉपिक पे लिखना हो तो पता नहीं, मैं अपनी लाइफ से ही शायद इंस्पिरेशन लूँगी. क्योंकि कोई भी इंसान मतलब शायद आई थिंक द बेस्ट एक्सपीरियंसेस आई कैन राइट अबाउट आर माई ओन लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस. तो शायद मैं अपने लाइफ से कुछ एक्सपीरियंसेस लेके उन्हें थोड़ा सा फिक्शनलाइज करके कुछ अच्छी सी फिक्शनल कहानियाँ लिखूँगी. मुझे बहुत पिटाई पड़ी उसके बाद क्योंकि सब मुझे ढूंढेंगे कि तुमने हमारा नाम उसमें कैसे ऐड कर दिया एक्सेट्रा. बट आई थिंक बेस्ट राइटिंग हैपन्स फ्रॉम विद इन. आई एम श्योर विभोर विल ऑल्सो एग्री.
कौन सी ऐसी खास बात होगी जो आप उस किताब में मेंशन करना
वन रेबल मोमेंट
वन रेबल मोमेंट बहुत सारे बंक मारे हैं, बहुत सारे मम्मा से झूठ बोले हैं, पकड़ी भी गई हूँ. बट मैं हमेशा आई वाज ऑलवेज द गुड स्टूडेंट इन स्कूल. आई वाज द हेड गर्ल. तो मैं कभी भी कुछ बदमाशी करती थी तो आई यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज हैव दिस वेरी गुड गर्ल सॉर्ट ऑफ लुक ऑन माय फेस. तो आई नेवर यूज्ड टू गेट कॉट.
वैसे तो हुमा आपकी नई मूवी आ रही है मार्टिन के साथ, उसको लेकर के अभी काफी एक्साइटेड है.
बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ उस मूवी को लेके. बट ये शायद करेक्ट प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं उसके बारे में बात करने का. द करेक्ट प्लेटफॉर्म इज टॉक अबाउट द बुक, इज टू टॉक अबाउट दिस वंडरफुल राइटर. इट्स हिज डेब्यू बुक. आई नो व्हाट इट फील्स लाइक व्हेन यू मेक योर डेब्यू. बहुत बटरफ्लाइज होते हैं स्टमक में, बहुत अच्छा लगता है, बहुत सब कुछ नया लगता है. मेरा डेब्यू भी कुछ टाइम पहले ही हुआ था, साल भर पहले. सो आई एग्जैक्टली नो व्हाट ही मस्ट बी गोइंग थ्रू. So yeah, I think we should talk about the book right now.
बिभोर जी, अगर आपको मौका मिले हुमा जी के ऊपर कुछ लिखने के लिए क्या लिखेंगे?
Like I said, right, second book, she already said she was a rebel, so Dadi is coming up next time. Huma Dadi. Right, so I think, like she said, right, her journey itself is something to write about, and she said she reads all biographies and autobiographies. I'm sure one day if I get a chance, I'll write yours.
Hey, that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. The ID. I know ID. Hi guys, I'd like to wish you all a very happy Independence Day. Jai Hind.
Ma'am, very short ID, ma'am, please.
No ID.
No idea.